Hi everyone, welcome back to another one of my cryptocurrency update videos, and of course I'm going to cover XDC today. First of all, it may just be this video out today, and if I don't get VeChain out, I'll definitely do VeChain tomorrow. And I'm going to start on the weekly for XDC today. However, just before we jump in, I just want to say thank you so much for all the subscribers. Like, what the actual... Oh my god, I cannot believe it. I'm on like 113 now, so I'm just so grateful. Thanks to everyone for coming over from Louie's channel. Like, you definitely won't regret it, I can assure you. Anyway, so I'm going to start on the weekly because I've just noticed something. And obviously when you look in the past, that's one of the best things to do in cryptos, because it gives you an idea of what could happen, if anything's similar to before, so what's happened before. And I just want to come down here. If we look at this area here from the start in 2020 basically, and look here, it looks so similar, especially from this pump to this down, exactly the same as this pump to this down, and then we came back down here to retest the lows, and then we had this humongous push pump up, and that ended in April 21. So that was from Jan to April, this huge pump here. Obviously timing's a bit different because we're in Jan now and we're still in this down phase. It's a bit bigger here than it was down here, but it looks so similar. You had the pump up, the relief down, failed to come back up again, so now everyone's, thinking, we probably will go down again, and hopefully we're thinking we're going to be coming down to these previous lows, and that could be the bottom for XDC to continue, only if it is similar to this. I mean, it looks so similar, you can see that. I'm trying to get it so they're both in the chart. There you go, you can see pump up, down, pump up, down. It's so similar. A huge green candle, a bit different here, not a huge green candle, but a green week at least. And then obviously quite a little bit up, thinking, okay, we're going to head back up. No, down, red week, red week, red week, red week. And now we're just still probably going to come down to the bottom. I had a good few reds here before this huge rally up. And maybe that is what we're expecting now for XDC, which would be incredible. So let's add some fibs on. Bottom to top. And yeah, I mean, the one lines up perfectly with these previous lows, obviously, because we go from swing low to swing high, but that is where the one is lining up. And we know if you lose the 0.618, you come down to the 1 fib level, which is, I think, what we're doing now. Obviously, we're having a bit of support at the 786, but I think we will lose that to continue down to the 1. So that brings us to 0.041 cents. So look out for this price level, guys. Great buying opportunity. No, not financial advice, this is just for educational purposes, but I would see that myself personally as a good buy opportunity, looking at the past as well, because when we came back down to these lows, we then came back up again. It took a little while to get there, a couple weeks of consolidation, before we did pump. Obviously we know if we lose the 1, we will come to the 1618 here, which would then kind of invalidate this, because it's a completely different pattern to this. I mean, a completely different pattern to this, sorry. But if we come down to the 1618, it's 0.016 cent. So it's a possibility, but we have to look out for this area. We really are looking to hold 0.041 cent on the weekly time frame. If we get down there, that has to hold for continuation, in my opinion, for it to play out like it did in the past in 2020 down here. That's pretty much all I wanted to say on the weekly, but it's good news. That is a good thing. If we can follow this pattern in the past in 2020, then we're looking to have a big rally up very soon to April this year. But obviously with the cryptos at the minute and with Bitcoin, it could just be prolonged. Maybe we won't start rallying up and won't finish in April, but maybe we'll start rallying up in April. But I can't tell. We could consolidate down here for a long time before going up. But we'll see how it plays out. But we're looking here, we have to be holding this 1 if we want that to happen and we want that to play out. So let's head on. Oh, I just want to see where the moving averages are first. Yeah, so we got rejected at the 20 moving average as well, which I do say is most likely going to happen. I mean, we were using this 20 moving average as a nice uptrend. Broke under, retest as resistance. So yeah, I do believe we are going to be heading down, at least to the 1, but it's a good sign as if we hold this 1, could be doing what we did in 2020. So I'm going to get rid of this now. Head on to the daily. Okay. I'm just going to talk about this pattern on the 4 hour, so kind of ignore that for now. But we know we had our head and shoulders pattern, hit our target, and we're just ranging in this area now. I think we're just ranging before we continue down. and we know that I can add the fib back on, but our, oh my goodness, sorry, our 1618 lines up with this previous support on the daily perfectly. Let's get that back up. There we go. So we're kind of ranging between the 1 and the 1.272 for now. So we've lost the 1. We're hitting our head on resistance. So it looks like, yeah, we're going to be heading to the 1618. That's, in my opinion, that is definitely going to happen unless we get stopped out here at the 1.272 or the 1414. But our overall target right now, our technical target at the moment is 0.048 cent, and we must be holding this here. We have to hold this, else we're going to fall down again. We have to hold the 1618 on the daily to start heading back up again, basically find bottoming out structure down here. That would be perfect for us to see. Again, fantastic buying opportunities. Not financial advice, but I'm just saying, do what you want with this information. Obviously we're a little bit overextended from the EMAs, maybe that's why we're consolidating here, so these EMAs give it a chance to come back down, line up again to then fall, but we'll have to see obviously how that plays out. I'm just doing a quick overview today, guys, just because at the moment it's pretty boring on the charts. I mean, it's just the same thing again and again, but it's definitely worth it. So on the 4 hour, I have noticed we're in this kind of ascending triangle pattern, which is a bullish pattern, and I did mention it I think in my video yesterday, but I'll just go a bit deeper into that. And with this ascending triangle pattern, to validate this, we have to break this this breakout line and retest it as support for continuation. Obviously I'm thinking we're going to break out below and hit our head on this and then roll over to the 1618 down here. I think that is what is going to bring us down to the 1618. But we could be invalidated if we can get above the 20, breaking above here, breaking above the 55, we'll be on our way back up again. But I don't know if that's a bit of hopium. I don't know if that's me trying to see something positive in the charts, but it's there. I can see it. I just don't know if it's not validated yet. It's just we're in that pattern. We could come all the way to here and then lose it and fall down. But let's just get a target for that anyway. If we did break to the upside, we're looking at about 0.075 cent for XDC, so that would be nice. Obviously it would equal to a lower high, lower than this high here, so that we could come up here to then fall again. It could, you know, these things can take a long time and they can do it, we can fall in many different ways. We can just drop, retrace up and then drop. It just, whatever the chart wants to do. I'm just saying the possibilities right now. And obviously if it breaks to the downside, obviously if it broke here, it depends where you break out, but say if we break out here, we're going to target to 0.053 cent, which will then bring us to the 1618 down there. So we are in this pattern. It's interesting to see how this is going to play out, and I'll obviously keep you updated, and I'll keep this pattern on my chart, and we'll see how it does play out in the next few days and stuff, or a few hours even. We're on the 4 hour right now, so we'll see how this is tomorrow. Hopefully I can get a video out on XDC tomorrow, but that's all I've got for today, guys. So thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel and like, and please just comment down below, whether it's whatever you comment. It just helps with the algorithm and I love reading the comments as well. So thank you guys. See you in the next one. Bye.